Oh,
And we're done.
Sometimes when the world is so suddy and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Whisper episode of Shaded Corner, episode 110.
110.
Oh, man, it's not 112?
No.
That's my lucky number.
Is it?
It's my birthday.
That is your birthday.
We're aware.
You're so bitter.
Speaking about people stealing thunder.
Oh, wow, it's a good metaphor.
She's already made it about her.
Yeah.
No comment.
You listen.
We have guests. Hi, guests.
Hi.
Hi, guests.
It's Shelly Belly from the last couple
Yes,
episodes
yes.
ago.
And I want to call you Bernard.
Bernard?
Bernie.
Bernard.
Bernie.
Bernie?
Wait, why?
Bernhard. Bernhard.
Why Bernard?
I have no idea. Maybe because at work we watched Weekly
Have you
That
ever
Bernie's
called
the other
him?
day.
Did
Yeah.
you really?
Yeah.
Bernhard's a German name.
Bernhard?
I do, I can speak German.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What do you want me to say?
This whole episode, just speak
Yeah.
German.
Nine.
No, do.
No. Nine.
How do you say
Bernhard.
yes in German?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't say yes in German. It's always 9.
Wow.
It's always no. That's a little aggressive.
They do a lot of double negatives, so
I
you
believe-
9.
I believe that Germans at some point say yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
9. See? It worked.
Ja oder nein. Yes or no.
Sound like you need to put on some lederhosen.
Yeah.
Go clogging.
I've always wanted to go to Germany.
Go Claude.
That's like
One day.
One day. Yeah.
Me too.
You want to go to Germany?
Why wouldn't I want to go to Germany?
I'd go to Germany.
I think there's a lot of people that would want to go to Germany.
Germany
It's
would be a
not-
pretty cool place to go.
Yeah.
I'd believe it. I'd go there.
I don't feel like you would enjoy it.
I'd enjoy Germany.
Why?
Why not?
Oh, let's walk down this street. They didn't welcome Jews here.
Listen,
We're here.
But they remind
here.
themselves that they didn't.
listen. They're
You know?
one of the most conscientious people that
Yeah.
they fund more Holocaust projects
Just like
than any
I
other
said
country
last
in the world.
episode.
They're really sorry.
Right now is the highest point of Nazism in Germany.
But the state is funding. The state is funding multiple projects to figure out why their youth is because it's youth. It's like people,
the youths are terrible.
people in
in
their
every
like,
country
Yeah.
younger 20s that are resurging Nazism within Germany.
because they're
So
fighting back. That's what
they're-
every generation does. It push back.
But Germany is putting money into projects into figuring out why
I don't-
because they don't want it
Hold
to
on.
happen.
Here's an idea. What if the Germans rounded up all the youths and put them into, let's say,
Stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. We're not gonna go down that route.
let's call them education camps.
Stop.
Wow.
Stop. No.
See, but all the real bad people from Germany back in the day all went to South America.
Argentina mostly.
All went
yeah.
to South America. So most of,
And they have shipping trailers or shipping containers buried underneath the ground. We saw a documentary a couple.
In South America?
What video
Yeah.
game is that from?
It was the documentary Red Notice.
Yes. Okay. I was like, which
I think
isn't
The Rock found them.
Oh, The Rock. Okay. I thought
The
it was
Rock,
I thought
Dwayne
it-
Johnson,
I thought
The
it was
Rock?
Ryan.
Yeah,
I
in
thought
that
it was Ryan
documentary.
Reynolds
Oh, Ryan Reynolds found them too.
and Gal Gadot. Yeah.
Yeah,
they found them.
they found them. They fell through, and one
Not
of them
a
was
real
driving.
Thing. He's
Oh, this
talking
is a
about-
movie?
He's talking about
It's a documentary.
Netflix. He's talking about a Netflix movie.
Oh.
They're making a
Sounds
second.
real.
Yeah,
It
what
sounds
movie
real.
is this? I want to watch
Red
it.
Notice. It's really
It's
good.
a documentary called "It's Not That Good."
I liked it.
It's okay, but it's not.
I
Red
mean,
Notice.
The Rock has the range of a rock, so
I like The
Yeah.
Rock. I will enjoy.
you know what you're getting. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will always enjoy a rock movie. It might not be the best,
no.
but it's all right.
He's not doing a period piece.
Is he
you know.
kicking?
Yeah, he's just kicking.
They're making a second one.
I know.
I'm excited.
I'm not. I'll watch it. He's still there.
Sleeping?
Still out.
Do you want a mic and
Nope.
headphones
No, I think we're good.
for him?
Put a mic in there. Make sure
You
you're
don't
breathing.
want that.
You'll
He's a
when he wakes
screamer.
up, you'll hear him screaming.
Baby's first podcast.
He's a screamer. You don't want that.
Just think, one day down the line, we're going to have our kids on this.
Oh man,
Hmm.
our kid's gonna love this.
What's the topic?
What, when they're
Naps
on
and why we won't take them?
here? No, I mean when they're actually like
Can talk.
speak and they
the
have
to-
wit.
These are the toys.
No, that's what I
like.
mean. Like, what's the topic?
These
what
are
are
the
they going to
toy-
talk about?
These are the toys
Movies.
I like and why.
Okay, so show and tell.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
good
you'll
one.
be able to play that too. I mean,
Yeah. This is going to be like a kid's dream down here.
Or a nightmare. Our kid's not going to like toys.
Why do you say that?
I don't know.
Just to spite him. That's why.
Yeah.
That's what.
not
it
going to
is.
like. It's not going to like Mushroom Head.
What
It's probably going to
kid
like
doesn't like
country.
toys?
Our kid's not gonna like toys. What kind of silly idea is that?
I don't know.
Shut up, you. Quiet,
Okay.
you.
like action figures aren't going to ever go away.
Yeah.
But like the kids aren't like, so all the like action figures that are sale at Target and all, 80% of them are bought by 30-year-olds. That's not
Because
even
you
a
fight
lie.
with them in line.
No, I don't. I
the shelves.
don't really buy toys anymore. I buy masks. That's where all my money goes to.
That's his current collection. His current fixation.
We all wear masks, Mr. Ipkiss.
Mr. Ipkiss.
Where is that from?
The mask.
The man.
Oh,
When he goes to Ben Stein, who's like the mask
Yeah.
expert. Yeah. We all
That-
do.
I do like
did
that
you ever
movie.
see the sequel?
There's a
Oh, of
sequel?
course.
The
Yeah.
Son of the Mask?
Yeah, but
Who's in
it's
that?
Jamie Kennedy and
I'm not a fan of
Jamie
his.
I don't like him at all.
He did a documentary I saw that was very good, but otherwise, like his stand-up's like not that great. Malibu Most Wanted, like, that was
Malibu's
good
Most
though.
Wanted, that was great.
That
That was good.
movie is so
It's so
terrible.
dumb. It's
I
great.
like it. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
But it
agree.
evokes emotion, which makes it a good movie.
I haven't seen it since I think it
We should
came out.
watch that.
I would be down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I guess someone really doesn't want to watch it.
Oh. We should probably feed them too. I have a bottle.
It's time.
Our audience, our baby newborn audience. How old is he now?
He is 4 months and a week or two.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys going once you hit a
No.
year? Are you going to do 13 months?
No.
Okay.
He's a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Good call.
when he's a year and a half, he'll be a year and a half.
Good.
Okay.
If he is 14 months old, let's say a little over a year.
Okay.
I don't have the mental capacity to keep up with that.
Is that
up
why you're
months.
doing it? You don't want to keep up with it?
I'm
I find it annoying.
Yeah. I'm
just
I'm about to turn 400.
I'd have to think about it, and I'm
months.
just that's not
I
gonna
can't even
happen.
think about that. Like, wait a second. I'm about to.
I'd have to stop and like do the math. Like, that's just too much
I'm about
work
to
for
be
me.
34 times 12.
Yeah, I can barely remember
That's
my
like-
own age.
That's close to 400.
That's
I went to a doctor's appointment. He asked me my age. I definitely got it wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
For sometimes I'm like, wait, am I 34? No, I'm 33 still.
It all blends together.
It all blends together.
When
As long
you-
as you don't feel that age. I
don't-
still think I'm 29.
I feel like I'm 97.
Yeah, when you don't get
Really?
excited about birthdays anymore, you know you've reached a milestone.
I'm still excited
Yeah.
about my birthday.
Yeah.
You'll be excited.
I'm still excited too.
You're
Yeah,
always
I'm
excited
not.
about everything.
all right. Get that yellow bag right there. I'll feed him.
You want me to pause it?
No.
Okay, we'll
Keep
just.
going.
We'll just keep running tabs. It's not like a straight cry.
It's like
It's like I'm thinking
it's
about
pulsating.
it. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it. I like that.
And now we're going through a yellow bag full of
Breast
bottlies.
milk.
Delicious breast milk. Yeah, it's hard to hold a conversation.
Yeah, like this is. I can pause
So
it.
the
We're
one
gonna stop it.
We're gonna pause. Stop.
All right, and we're all back, and we all have a glass of breast milk.
Yep.
You're so gonna try it.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
after
It
the
really grosses me out.
after
like a
the
lot.
first.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question.
Because
After
I'm ready to go on a rant if you're
Well,
ready
we will,
for
but
it.
no. After the first month, because I think it's like the first few weeks. I forget what it's
Colostrum.
called. That's
Yeah.
it. I don't want that. I've heard not good, delicious things about that.
Yeah.
So
Would you
Not
drink a
delicious.
glass of it?
what?
Or just a small sip?
What? Breast
I'm
milk?
gonna taste it, but here's the thing: I need it cold.
Yeah.
I don't like warm milk.
So you don't want it fresh.
Oh, I want it fresh, but I'm gonna wrap her titties in ice.
No, you're
Ew.
not.
Wow.
No,
But
you're-
like, how much of it would you drink if you liked it?
If I liked it,
Yeah.
our kid is gonna be malnourished.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Kid's gonna have to fight me, and I'm going to win. Like I'm just saying.
Wow.
so screwed
Survival of the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, if I like it, I'm not gonna like it though. I know.
You might like it.
I hope so, because then we don't have to buy milk anymore. We'll
Oh
just,
my
Yeah.
god.
We'll just
For
squeeze-
life, she'll
we'll
just have to
squeeze-
pump.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
We pay a lot in milk.
What is wrong with you?
What? We can sell it. Like I'll make
Milk
labels.
it's expensive, Poe.
It's fine. Paul. You're a good one, Paul. Yeah. So let's before we dive into that, I have a few talking points. They have one they're rebooting the more
Can you turn this off?
Echo. Stop.
Great.
they're rebooting the Mortal Kombat game.
Ooh.
That's exciting. They're starting back at 1 to make more money.
Okay.
On what system?
Them all.
All.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's been one of those games which is on everything, so everyone
Yeah.
can play. But they're also casting the new movie.
Ooh.
And the rumor is it Johnny Cage is the guy? I don't think this actor fits for it, but I love the actor, and it's Carl Urban.
Oh.
I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is.
I feel like every time he's over in the one thing.
What was the superhero thing?
Carl Urban?
He was
Yeah.
the ball guy in Thor.
No. With
He was in Dread.
Oh wait.
He was
He's the main guy in the new one that was on Showtime.
he was in Almost Human.
Shazam?
No, the
No, no,
superhero
no.
one.
Oh, the
he's
boys.
He's the
The
boys.
boys. Yeah.
Wait,
He's
which
the,
one?
The
He's the
Australian guy in the
Australian
boys.
guy.
Oh,
Boys.
okay.
Yeah.
The Australian guy, Carl Urban.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
main guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
It's
should have
good.
been like Kano or something.
But were you a fan of the original Mortal Kombat?
Like the Sega?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that movie. No,
Oh,
the
the
movie
movie?
like from '95.
Yeah.
That movie.
Yeah, it's trash. I love it.
Oh, it's garbage.
We talked about it this last time. It's my
And
one
Street
of my,
Fighter,
it's-
like those were all.
We
No, no,
talked
no, no,
about
no.
our favorite adaptations of video games.
yeah.
Those Street Fighter is horrible. It's not even
Street
enjoyable.
Fighter is
horrible.
amazing.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's
I love that
so
movie.
bad.
So
Like that
terrible.
era of movies, I just think of like Surf Ninja, and that, and like what was that movie with Hulk Hogan and Suburban Commando?
Suburban Commando.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
telling her 2 days ago that I wanted to watch
late
that.
'80s, like the late '80s.
They
were,
threw everything at the wall.
They would hear a pitch and they'd be like, "Yep,
yeah, let's do it.
let's do it."
And we're thankful.
Yep.
We're thankful.
And we're thankful.
So was this like a proposed cast,
No,
or is this just like fans like being like, "Oh, it'd be cool
no,
if this
this-
guy's in it"?
this is saying that there's 3 people cast, and I don't know the other 2. They're 2 women for Jade and.
I did hear about
Sonya was that one of them?
not Sonya.
No,
No,
the-
Jade
the-
and
Was that
the-
one of them? Did I get that right?
yeah. So
Yeah,
well,
the-
no, Sonya.
no, that's Street
no,
Fighter.
that's Street Fighter.
The princess. What's her name?
It's
Katana.
Katana. So Jade is Katana's mother.
Lucy Liu.
No, it was the chick that played Mulan, and she was in
I couldn't
the
watch
Book of
that.
Boba Fett. Not the live
Oh, okay.
action. She voiced Mulan.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of what else
Yeah,
she's
I'm out.
in,
I'm out on that.
but she's really good. Yeah, I did hear that she was being cast, but I think that she's being cast as Jade, not as
I don't even know these people.
Katana.
I just,
Well, like the thing about that, like casting for this movie would be a lot of them are in masks for like
Sure.
the main like male characters.
not Johnny Cage.
Not
No,
Johnny Cage
no,
and
no.
not Katana.
But like Sub-Zero.
No, Katana
all those,
wears
you know.
a face mask.
Oh,
a lot of times.
because no, she only wears a face mask to cover up the fact that her mouth opens up and she like
Yeah, but she
gets,
wears
like, the teeth.
she'll wear a scarf or something over
She
her
didn't
face.
wear it in the movie, like the old Mortal Kombat movies,
Okay, the old Mortal Kombat movies were trash. We just talked about that.
but they're good trash.
But is it also a sequel to the movie that just came out? I don't know.
I don't know. No, I don't think it is because they said that they were going to redo the franchise.
He's shitting on my leg.
I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Did fantastic in Street Fighter.
I keep confusing.
Yeah. Well, he was originally Johnny Cage was supposed to be.
I think I remember that movie a lot better.
It's so good. He hates it. I love that.
like,
movie.
I don't like it. It's terrible.
I never saw it.
Good.
Actually,
Wait, what is the plot of Mortal Kombat then?
plot of Mortal Kombat is that they're trying to take over Earth,
Yeah,
and they have to have a competition between Earth and the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, and you had to fight in rounds of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and it's all to prevent, like, Mortal Kombat is to prevent the Shadow Realm from taking over the Earth Realm. So
it
that's
really annoys me when that's in the way of people's faces.
so that's the whole plot of Mortal Kombat.
So you think it's going to be a sequel to that?
Oh,
To
the
movie
last
that just
Mortal
came
Kombat.
out.
Annihilation or
No.
No,
No,
it
there was a
was,
newer one.
yeah.
That was on
It just
HBO.
came out like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I'm out of the loop. on
It wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't
the
a-
animated one
and
was better. Scorpion's Revenge was really good.
I don't even remember the plot of the new one, to be honest.
They added a new character,
Oh.
and it was him finding himself.
Yeah, I
that
didn't
should
like
never
that.
be in a
Nah.
Mortal Kombat movie.
Nah.
So I'm good with them redoing it all.
Yeah, I did hear that they were redoing the whole thing. They're just going to
But
scrap it.
speaking of that kind of stuff, I'm into a new show, and I talked about it, and I let her watch an episode.
Okay.
It was terrible.
A friend got me onto it. It's called Sanctuary, and it's about sumo wrestlers.
What?
Which, you know, I'm a big fan of sumo wrestling
It is fascinating.
For some reason, we never talked about this.
because I don't give two shits about sumo wrestling. But it's a Japanese show,
Okay.
and it's all been dubbed
It's
in
so
the normal
bad.
Japanese fashion by Americans who sound ridiculous.
Nice.
It was terrible.
And it's the funniest.
What platform
thing.
is this on?
Netflix. It's a Netflix
okay.
original.
Oh.
Oh, ooh.
Tell them the show that I've been watching on Netflix. Old Enough?
Oh God.
Old enough.
There's a show that she
love the
watches,
show.
and it's from I think it's from Korea,
It's from like the 90s.
and it's from the 90s, and they have these little kids like less than 5 years old, and they give them money, and their parents tell them to go to the store by themselves
Okay.
and get like random things.
Okay.
And then the whole show is a camera guy following these little kids to the store while
Yeah.
they get the things and then come back.
That's not creepy.
Listen,
So,
it
but then-
sounds creepy. It sounds
And
like
they
what
like
the hell are
do
you
cute
doing?
stuff. Like
They do cute
stop
stuff.
and like, oh, they spent all the money on candy, or
Because they live
ha,
in like
ha,
safe
ha.
areas. It's not like
Yeah.
weird. It's like
not walking
a
down
small
Philly.
like little
Right.
village
Like,
where everyone
people-
trusts one another.
Yeah, like people will come up and help them,
Yeah.
and like
And then you like it'll film. It's cute because like they'll be in the store and like they're trying to remember the list of things that their mother told them, and they get distracted very easily. And then sometimes they're off in pairs and they help each other. Like their arm will get really tired and they're complaining, and then the other one will help them. It's cute.
Sounds terrible.
It's
she's
it's
showed
terrible.
this to multiple people,
Yeah.
and everyone like really.
We
was like,
put an
"Michelle's
episode
lost
on.
it." She's lost the fastball.
No, we put an episode on when his parents were over, and I picked a random episode, and it was awful. I was like,
Yeah.
I probably
Okay.
seemed like a fucking
I'm
creep
pretty
putting
sure
this
you
on.
could pick any
the episode
and
that they
it'd be
put on was a mother sick in the hospital. It sounds so bad. So the I guess the grandmother is watching the child. I think it was a little girl, and they're like, okay, you have to get on the bus to go see your mom, and the girl's screaming and crying. She doesn't want to go on the bus by herself, and like it got a little dark. I was like, oh, we can't watch this anymore, and we put on a different episode.
That
but
doesn't sound depressing
it was
at all.
very depressing. I was like, I probably seem like such a creep suggesting this show now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Terrible.
So anyway, Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Let's send a little
So,
kid on a bus by
Poe,
themselves.
what did you think?
I thought it was awful.
Why?
It's so stupid.
Why?
Now is it a documentary? Or
No.
is it-
No.
It's written and it's goofy.
It's
like,
about a reporter that reports on sumo wrestling.
she's cute too.
And that's what it is about. It's like sumo wrestling as a sport.
And like the infighting and the competition and the
When I tell you
attitude.
this is stupid, it's stupid.
But you got these big guys and you have like a dweeb voiceover. It's just so perfect.
I can see it.
He's very entertained by this. I thought it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I was raised on those
What?
bad.
What made you watch it?
A friend.
What
I
made you like turn this on?
A friend at work was like, "Hey, you like shit? Watch this.
Okay.
You will find it funny."
Yeah.
I've never done the random shuffler on Netflix because I'm scared
Ooh,
to.
no?
I've never done it either.
I have.
But
It's
like,
good.
there's so much that I would just like roll my eyes at. I feel like,
I can't do it because.
but that's the only way I would find Sanctuary.
yeah. Like I can't do it because our rule is 10 minutes. We give a
Do
show
you
10
remember Netflix a couple years ago had this thing that was like, do you want to like roll the dime? I'll suggest something. So you would pick between two things like rom-com or action, and then you would answer some questions and it would like put something on for you.
Netflix has that now where
It was something they got rid of.
It'll give you like a random thing to watch if you ask it for it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a randomizer.
Yeah.
But Max does that, like HBO Max. Now just Max.
Did you guys watch Succession?
No.
The season finale just happened.
I want to
Is that
because everybody
wait,
keeps
what is that?
recommending.
Is that the
Everybody
one
was
with
like
the sumo
watching
wrestlers?
it. No.
Close.
It's about like billionaires
Yeah.
running a company, basically.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I just don't know when we're going to. But
I
Well,
will
we're gonna
have to
have-
like.
When you're gonna have a lot of time.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have 5
Yeah.
weeks together.
I know. We're watching Queen Charlotte in that time, by the way.
We're watching the Alien series because
Yeah,
you don't know what
I don't.
I keep with her pregnancy. I've made countless amazing alien references and jokes,
Yeah.
and she
I
has
don't
no-
understand any of them.
She doesn't.
Alien, the original Alien's a top 5 movie for me.
I've never
She
seen
thinks that the idea of the movies, aliens, is they come down and just abduct you.
No.
She's got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
I never watched those movies. I'm
No.
sorry.
So I have it.
You're an incubator.
I have the whole set, even with the new ones.
Yeah, they're
'Cause
good.
I've never seen them.
What do you mean new ones?
The one with the prequel and the other one.
Oh, you haven't seen Prometheus?
I haven't seen I haven't seen them.
Oh, I love Prometheus.
That's
really good.
My favorite Alien movie is the worst rated Alien movie,
What's that?
the third one.
Yeah, that one's pretty weak.
Everyone hates it, but I love
It's
it.
good. I still like it, but the prison one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta do burpees. You got burpees.
That's Banjo.
That's Banjo.
Ding, 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 ding. I have the same face and everything after I eat.
Turtle? Turtle?
They worked.
Turtle? Worked for a second. I tried.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if he looks over here, there's a lot of turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the mushroom head mask might be surprisingly quelling.
The severed pig head. Try that.
Yeah, the pig head might
He doesn't
not
know
be.
what a pig is. Our child, we're gonna get them
wait.
early to
be
around mushroom head.
okay with the terrifying masks.
They're not terrifying.
They're pretty
They're
terrifying.
only terrifying because you were brought up to think that they're scary.
Yeah, our child is not going to have a good threshold for horror movies. Like,
No.
he's just going to be okay with all of them. Like,
Well, we take Halloween very seriously in our household. So
Halloween is the best.
Halloween's
Halloween
great.
is the best. Oh, I know. You're in a strange place.
I know.
It's weird.
Try burping you.
Now we're just passing the baby around.
Yep.
It's like, he used to cry, and now like he actually has actual tears like coming down. It's like, I'm so sorry, but I can't help you. Do you just burp? There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I don't know what's
He's
going
got
on.
this look of pure fear on his face. Yeah, he's okay.
He's like, I don't know where I am.
He's like, I fell asleep in the car, and now I'm in the
Now
basement
I'm in this dungeon
with all
of
these
stuff. What the
things.
There's so much stuff here. I'm way overstimulated. Yep. That is the face of overstimulation. Look at those eyes. Aw. He's like, ooh, what's that over there?
Yeah, he feels better.
Yeah.
I was driving around today, and I saw a sign. It was a no loitering sign
Okay.
at a park.
Wait, what does that mean?
My thought, isn't that what a park is for?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Loitering?
aren't you supposed to loiter in a park?
What park was it?
Like,
Where was it?
It was in...
Was it like around here?
No.
Okay.
It was like in the city.
Oh, okay.
Like just a small one.
Yeah, it's like, what are you supposed to do there then?
yeah, what is the point of the park if not
you
to
can only
loiter?
walk through it.
Yeah, like
I'm supposed to kind of sort of loiter.
yeah, that's the whole point.
I have to
That's the
keep
whole point of a park
I have
is
to
to
keep
loiter.
up a pace.
Whoa.
So-
Do you have, Dunkel, do you have a baby voice? Like, what's your baby voice going to sound like?
I have
Because
absolutely
I don't
no
know
idea.
if I've ever heard you do a baby talk.
It's probably a dog.
Woof?
How I talk to dogs.
So, I don't know.
I don't either.
How does he talk to dogs, Poe?
I don't know.
Normal. I don't know.
All right.
Sarcastic and down to them.
So I have realized that I want Ben's voice, like my voice for him, to be. What? Remember the cartoon of the baby with the cigar, and he talked like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
"Where's my cigar?"
Yeah.
Like that. Like that's why I want my
Like New York gangster smoker one. Yeah,
Exactly.
Like he's has been smoking
Give me a
cigars for way too much
sunshine.
of his life.
Yeah.
Give
Get
me
him
a
a
sunshine.
get him a Jeff cap.
Yep.
And yeah.
They sell baby cigars.
Where's
Of course,
his pinky
yeah.
at?
Yeah.
Where's his
Baby's
pinky?
got to start sometimes.
Oh, the lip. He did the lip.
What lip?
Like,
Is it over there? The pinky?
Thrilling podcastery.
I know.
All right.
Yep. What?
So when you guys are done, settled, getting your whatever you're looking for.
Looking for the pinky.
You need something for him to like suck on there. Here.
No, put that down.
There's plenty of plastic down here.
There is plenty of plastic down here. Oh, we have the same raccoon.
Oh, really?
It's also attached to the stroller.
Love is a strong word.
It's there.
Sometimes we'll tolerate it. That's more accurate.
Like,
Likes it.
it's somewhat effective.
Distracts them in the car.
So
Look at that.
let's get into the newborn talk.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
What do you want to know?
Where do you want me to begin?
The beginning.
That was spot on, Jigsaw.
I want to play a little game.
Well,
It's called the newborn game.
we didn't have to experience the unknown of like when I was going to have him, so we had it planned.
That's good though.
It was nice because, you fell asleep and you woke up and you said, all right, it's happening, And
So you woke up
I woke up at like
For-
6 a.m.
when it happened?
No.
Like, oh, let's go to sleep.
No, she was
Wait,
awake the whole
shit.
time.
Oh, fuck. What's going on?
No, I was awake the whole time. But it was nice just kind of going in and you knew what was going to happen. And it was a little scary, the whole like kind of being helpless and like having them do like the
This isn't
lumbar.
therapy, all right? Like, let's calm down.
This is therapy. This
is
100%
therapy.
therapy.
This was.
I cried when they had like I did because I felt very helpless and you weren't in the room and like I had to like kind of
Where were you?
they didn't let them in because it was a sterile field when they were putting the
And I am
epidural
not
in.
sterile.
I am not clearly.
Anyway,
In many ways.
I will say this: the one thing I take away from we were there for like 4 days because it was a little bit more extended because of the C-section, but it went by so quick, and it was like we were in a like time warp almost because we didn't have the TV on barely, and like the days were kind of long, but it was short. Also, it was like a really weird feeling.
Well, you were dealing with stuff like
Yeah,
a brand
it was
new
just such a weird
alien entity.
special time. I don't know.
A weird special time.
Yeah.
It's the best way to describe
Yeah.
it.
Special time. Yeah, I like that.
And like they were like, you could go a day earlier if you wanted, and I thought I would want, but I was like, nah, we'll stay the extra day. We'll
And-
take the help.
And I just thought it was like the shittiest hotel you've ever been
Yeah.
in your life
The-
for 3 days. Like,
Really?
Something really funny.
I've been in some shitty hotels.
So they had him sleeping in a
Yeah.
chair, and like I work
yeah.
at this hospital, and
Ooh, what hospital? Let's
No,
shade.
no. Stop
Let's
it.
shit talk.
I work in this hospital, so I know the
It's n-
equipment pretty
it's
well.
Nazareth.
No, it's not. So the chairs that they have on my floor, they only recline. They don't lay flat, nothing like that. So he was laying in a recliner. So he thought he could only go back to a certain extent. So was it 3 nights?
2 nights.
For 2 nights? 2 nights he slept in a reclined position, very uncomfortable. His back was killing him.
Can I send the hospital my
Chiropractor?
future? Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So
No, because you
the
didn't ask for help.
The third morning.
I did, though. I did ask. and they
You
help
didn't
me.
ask.
He did.
'Cause
I
I'm
believe
such
you.
a hero.
No. So by the third morning, the aide was like coming in. She was doing her vitals, and she's like, "Oh no!" And she looks over at him, and I'm like, "What the hell? What do you mean? What's going on?"
And I was in the middle of what
And he was
little sleep I
sleeping.
was
Oh
getting.
no, he's
and
got to get
she
out
was
of
like,
here.
"I can't believe the night shift let him sleep like that." And she goes over and like stirs him, and like he like abruptly wakes up, and he's like trying to get up because he thought he was doing something wrong.
Which he was.
And she's like, "No, sit down, lay back." And then he like relaxes back, and then
And
she
I didn't know what she was going to do
she
to
grabbed
me.
the chair arms, lifted them,
jumped
and
on you.
He
Lay
Like-
back.
laid him all the way in the
Not
back.
unbuckled, sir. Just back.
Laid him all the way back in a like
full-service
sleeping
hospital.
position, and we were like, "Oh my god, you could have been sleeping, laying flat for 2 nights, and you haven't."
Wow.
Yeah,
And
so
I did take a liking to the cheesesteaks on the menu.
Yes.
I probably had cheesesteaks 5 out of the 6 dinners that
not
were
that
that
bad.
meals.
You give me a good cheesesteak, I'm going to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I was in so much pain. It was
Oh, and I was,
This isn't about you, okay?
yeah,
Talk
it's about
this
Alex and
cheesesteak.
his pain.
it's
Yeah.
true.
He had to sleep for
wants-
2 nights.
I
in a
had a
sitting position.
catheter in my body, and I needed it at 2
How
a.m.
do
in
you
the
know
middle
that
of the
I
night.
didn't have one
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Walking to the bathroom is a lot.
Why
Yeah.
would you need a catheter?
I'm in a hospital.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why would I want to the hassle of getting up to pee?
So at like 2 a.m., I had the IV fluids, I had the catheter in, and I was like, please just take everything out. I want to get up. And it was so painful. And like, I couldn't pee at first. And then she was kind of looking at me, and I was like, can you just walk away for a little bit so I can sit here? And then eventually it all just started working hours later. So it was nice.
So you were sitting on the toilet for hours?
Not hours,
That
but
sucks.
I only peed a little bit at a time. And then she was okay with me getting up myself. And I finally was peeing like normal. So that was nice.
I'm glad your pee is
I'm
normal
glad they
now.
put the catheter in when I couldn't feel anything.
Yeah. I can only...
Oh, and that was the other thing. Like, she told me after the fact that, like, I wasn't really supposed to use the bathroom in the room
What?
or something.
No.
Why
And-
not?
I told him
So
it didn't
then
matter. I
was
said,
on, like, pins and needles, like, who's going to come in here?
no. I said, so where I work is double rooms, and they don't want the family members using those bathrooms because it's shared. You could use my bathroom, but
I
he
was-
felt weird, like someone might walk in
I
on
was
him.
scared every time.
Don't they have a lock on the door?
No.
I don't think they did.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
So I was in fear for
Just
days.
When the
So
door
you know-
opens, just turn around and smile.
My
Yeah.
dad
Or-
was very recently in the hospital. His bathroom had a lock.
Nope.
Maybe it did, and you didn't notice.
This was, I mean, it wasn't like a saloon door, but
And-
it, you know.
And that wasn't even like a maternity. That's not even like a maternity room.
He
Like
needs
my
to be
dad's room was a.
He needs to be changed.
Okay. You want to do a live changing on the podcast?
No, I don't feel like that's going
Will you
to
do a play-by-play?
Or play-by-play.
No.
Now the
But we'll
diaper tab is
stop it.
being removed.
You
Yeah,
guys
we can
can-
pause. I probably should go to the bathroom anyway.
Yeah, she needs to go.
And I want to go get the dog. Wait, so your bathroom upstairs that I
Yes.
don't ordinarily go in.
Uh-huh.
Did you put Palmolive in the hand soap dispenser?
Why?
Because I used it and I'm like, is this dish soap?
But first of all, I'm going to kill that dog.
Cinder.
Cinder,
Bad.
you're a fucking whore. Stop.
Stop it.
We need a binky for Cinder.
We need duct tape. First of all, it's called Palmolive. So palm.
Palmolive.
Palm.
Okay, it's dish soap.
You can wash your hands with dish soap.
Yes.
So what's the problem? It was there.
I just want to know.
I feel like that would dry your skin out really bad.
It probably does.
I have it next to the lotion.
And why Palmolive?
Because it was in my bathroom. I don't know why it was in my bathroom.
It was in your bathroom because I gave it to you to use on the dogs when they got skunked.
Well, guess what? It's a good thing I don't use soap when I wash my hands a lot. I just rinse them off in water and
Good
we're
to know.
good.
God, you're right.
I'm a
next to-
sterile person.
Wait,
Yep.
wait. It's made worse by the fact that you're right next to the closet that has the big things of hand soap to refill the soap dispenser.
I use Palmolive. It's for your palms.
Palm olive.
if it's good enough for the oil struck
But isn't
ducks.
it? What's the other dish soap?
Dawn?
Dawn. Isn't that Dawn? Or are they
Yeah.
the same?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
this
both
is the
dish
Oh,
same.
soap.
Dawn
They're
is the
both-
one in the commercials.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's the
One's
same thing.
blue, one's green.
Mine's like
Orange.
Orange.
Or orange, okay.
He has the antibacterial.
Oh,
color.
that can be mixed up with hand soap.
It's antibacterial. Why do you need antibacterial dish soap? Are your dishes getting infected?
You know what I use Palmolive for a lot?
Your
I never used
palms?
it. No.
Palmolive.
Now I'm going to go back to what we were talking about in the hospital.
Palm.
So when he was born, he wasn't latching that great, so they had to give me a nipple cover to like feed him.
Yeah.
And it
What-
goes over your nipple, and
Okay.
it's easier for them to latch onto. So
It
this,
simulates like a baby bottle top,
yeah,
like with a nipple.
because sometimes babies don't latch correctly.
But how? Okay, is it like a circle, like a donut thing that goes around the nipple?
It's like
Because
a
how's it work?
so.
It
where's the,
is a little more rigid.
Where's the bottle
but
at?
it's soft. It's silicone, but it's the shape of like a bottle nipple.
Yeah.
But
But it lays on your
when the
boob.
baby latches, it's more rigid than the actual
Right.
nipple. So when he pulls,
It pulls the nipple into
Yeah.
into the
it. Oh,
shield.
okay,
And
that's
it's like
what
a-
I was curious.
It's like a shield, but it's not like hard. It's like really
Yeah.
silicone.
Okay, that's what I was confused about.
But you
So
clean
the
it in
suck-
Palmolive.
yeah.
Okay.
So they gave us little Palmolive bottles, and we
Well,
constantly cleaned it.
Why can't you clean it in Dawn?
That's all they had
Yeah,
in the
that's-
hospital.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I just thought it was funny because we've never used it before then.
Well, we have plenty of Palmolive to do that,
Okay. We also have Dawn.
but we have
Which is
Oh,
what we
Palmolive,
use on the dishes.
my hands have never been cleaner.
nip olive.
Okay.
So, okay, so we're,
yeah.
we're more baby stuff. More. Tell us
else?
what we're in.
What other
in
things?
for.
What else do you want to know?
How are your first couple of days at home?
The dog introduction was fun.
Yeah, talk about.
How did you do
Oh
that?
yeah, the dog introduction. So we actually didn't have like a really deep conversation about it, and the extent of it was like when we were on the way home, like, okay, how do we want to do this?
That's the best place to have that conversation.
Yeah, so we're
No,
going
we
home.
talked about it before
We
that.
live farther. Well, like not like a game plan kind of thing.
Like we didn't know exactly how we were going to do it.
So we live 40 minutes away, so we were like, talking about it on the way home. And one of his family friends told us about not us, his mom, about a method of like introducing the baby to the dogs outside. And it was
Yeah.
like January, it was cold. But we're like, I guess that's the best kind of thing because then there's no territorial like instinct over the house or whatever.
And then it's like they're welcoming the baby in with you.
Okay.
So I was like, that sounds like it makes kind of sense.
But
So-
I knew
Sounds good.
how it was going to go, and it wasn't going to
but
go
our
good.
dogs are very similar to your dogs, where they don't function like normal dogs, and they're
Right.
neurotic.
They're,
Yeah,
they're neurotic.
very
and
neurotic.
Like so, when I brought our dogs out, like neither of them cared that we had a baby.
No, Xena just cared about being let outside and want to go for a walk.
They could care less. So like, then when we like finished the walk, they were like, "Oh, you have someone with you," and then they like kind of smelled them and like both were fine.
Yeah,
with
I
them.
went inside and then the dogs came in. Pico couldn't. The little Chihuahua could care less. He just kind of like looked at them and walked away. And Xena was like more scared than anything. So like sniffed and then went upstairs and hid. And then since then, just they kind of got curious, but nothing like too bad.
See,
we were afraid about the little dog because he's so
Always.
territorial. Yeah.
See, Cinder, I never have to worry about her.
No.
She loves
She's
babies.
And it's
so
a girl
good.
dog. I think girl
And
dogs
she's so
have
good with
instincts, too.
kids. Like even when like during Halloween, she'll sit on the stoop with us,
Yeah.
and kids will come up and pet her, and she'll be fine. Like she's great with kids.
I wouldn't trust either of our dogs to do that.
Yeah, no,
like when
loves
she came
kids.
down here, she jumped up there, just like
Yeah.
sniffed the kid. She's good. This one,
Yeah.
my game plan for the little one is to wrap him up in a blanket so only his head is out.
Wow.
And he can't move, so he's like a
Burrito?
dead caterpillar. I'm gonna muzzle him,
My God.
No.
and then I'm gonna lay the baby next to him.
You could
The
do
other
the thing.
thing-
You could bring like a blanket from the hospital
Yeah.
to the house, so that they're introduced to the scent before you bring the baby home.
Right.
That was the other thing.
So wrap him up in that blanket so he can't move.
No, you can't
No,
muzzle
the
him because then he'll
baby-
associate him with bad things, and I don't want.
No,
to
what you do is you just like you don't want to associate the baby with bad things. So when the baby comes home, you just like give them extra praise so they think it's a good thing. The baby's
So
there.
give him praise.
Yeah,
Because we
Yeah.
never do that.
I praise him
Yes.
all the time.
He's a little fucking asshole.
Give him lots of praise
good
about how
he's
good a
being.
boy he is. Yeah.
Look how good he's being.
Yeah, because he's glued to you. Just imagine
Yeah.
when he's glued to you and you have a baby.
Okay,
he's
so
going to get.
That's
Yeah,
what
you might
I'm
get a little
worried about.
jealous.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried.
talking about.
Yeah.
And like Pico doesn't understand that, and he gets jealous, and like he'll try to get in between.
Yeah.
And like if
Yeah,
you're
but-
giving attention, and
There was
That's
only
different.
one time.
He bites and pees.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
He might pee in the house more.
He's going to pee on the kid. I'm waiting.
No,
for it.
he's not.
And I'm going to laugh my ass off.
There was only one time Pico was like a little growly and like we corrected him and he hasn't been like that since.
Yeah.
We try to give him like spots in the house in the sun to lay in.
I think he'll be fine.
I think he'll be fine too, but there's a chance that he's going to be a complete monster.
Yeah.
There's always that chance, and
I
I always
know.
prepare for the
It's
worst.
still
Yeah.
a little nerve wracking either way.
Yeah.
But
You
it
don't
might
know
be
how
fine,
they're going
though.
to react.
I'm sure we're going to be all right. The only problem is he's so territorial of you when you are doing anything with anything else.
I know. That's
If
the
you
only
pet
thing I'm
Cinder,
I'm
he
worried
will
about.
run
Is like
across
I'm
from
going to
the
hold
room.
him and he's going to try to get in my lap while I'm
What
holding
if
him.
you try to like get a baby doll and like simulating and see what he does?
I don't.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
You
I wasn't
didn't
paying
have
attention.
I like that you
You didn't
did
have to
that.
flinch
We
like
got cool
that.
hand Luke over here.
You didn't have to flinch like that. Oh my god!
I wasn't I'm like not paying attention. Please don't bite me in the face.
He's not going to bite you in the face. He
he
hasn't.
bites ankles.
He bites
Oh,
ankle.
okay.
He's like an
Yeah,
ankle.
that's a-
He only does it when like you first get in the house.
Yeah.
He gets like nervous, but he doesn't
He's not
actually
gonna bite your face.
and he
It's-
doesn't bite randomly anymore. Like
Oh,
he
anymore.
doesn't like
He bit Alexa last time she was here.
Oh,
He
the
nipped
former
her ankle.
rapist stopped raping. Oh, great.
Because it was her fault. She stood up to go to the bathroom.
listen. He doesn't like sudden movements. Okay,
Wasn't
Puck, where are you?
sudden.
Where are you going?
And then Cinder started barking because she got up. Like it was a whole thing. But
Yeah, the dog introduction's a good one.
Yeah.
like I said,
What else? What
Cinder
else
will
was
be good.
first? The first week it wasn't that bad because we were both off, and I was in a lot of pain. Alex did a lot. Like he was pretty much like cleaning the house. I wasn't like doing anything.
She's never going to get it. Like with
What?
anyway,
Well,
What'd you say?
nothing.
All I heard, you're never going to get Medicare.
You
heard
That's
that?
not what he said.
That's what I heard. So
What? What did you say?
Nothing.
if it's crazy because none of this is being recorded, I can't. We
Yeah, you can't
easily
listen
just
back
go
to it at all.
Yeah, go
At,
back to the tapes.
At 46 minutes and 45 seconds.
Good.
Oh, you think there's tapes?
Yeah.
Wait, there's no tapes.
There's tapes. There's tapes.
What else?
Yeah, just a lot of bottles. Like the bottles, they just keep coming.
Well, no, the first week I wasn't. We weren't doing bottles.
Well, she was trying. Yeah, that's frustrating. That whole deal.
Every friggin' 1 or 2 hours I was breastfeeding. It was
Yeah.
awful. And you're definitely gonna like look at him in the middle of the night when you're getting up every 2 hours and think about how you want to kill him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm not.
And it's nothing to do with you. It's just it's rough. It's like mentally rough.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I'm
She's
sorry.
gonna-
I'm
she's gonna wake
start
up in the
pumping.
middle of the night.
I'm gonna start pumping the minute I get home.
That's right.
I'm not even gonna play around with
Yeah,
that because I know
But, yeah.
myself, and I'm gonna get angry having to breastfeed in the middle
So
of the
you're
night.
gonna be cleaning bottles right away then.
yeah, fine.
She's gonna wake up in the middle of the night having to feed him, but I'm already latched onto a titty. So she just wakes up and I'm like this. I got thirsty. My water bottle's all the way over there, and I really
How
wanted
many
milk.
baby bottles do you have?
So I currently we
90.
have quite a bit. So
Like little ones? Like how many little ones?
I have 4 little ones.
Okay.
And then I have like 7 or 8 big ones.
Okay.
I baby bottles are a thing that I kind of learned from the daycare. Like
Yeah.
having like 1 or 2 is not
No.
enough.
No.
And like when they sell so I specifically looked for like a set of them and then I registered for an additional set
Yeah,
of them
good. Yep.
because
I had to
know-
buy more.
I know that from experience at
Yeah.
the daycare. I will say this: working at a daycare center for a year and working specifically with babies kind of set me up for a few things that like I know now that like I wouldn't have known otherwise. Like how to diaper a child. Like I'm good. I know how to do that. And B, I know what like 1, I know multiple ways to feed a child. And 2, I know that all children are different when it comes to like how they fall asleep and when they fall asleep and where they fall asleep.
You don't know what you're gonna get. You
Yeah,
can't
you-
always be prepared, so you just
No.
gotta think on the fly.
No,
And
and
roll with it.
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. Like, I think that was what was good about like working in the daycare center was like I learned that babies are all different, and every piece of advice you get from somebody is you have to take it with a grain of salt because it's like okay, that worked for that baby,
And then you eventually get sick of everyone going, sleep when the baby sleeps.
Yeah,
And you're
that's
like,
bullshit.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
already annoyed with people saying, "Oh, enjoy your sleep now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't sleep now. It's not going to be any
yeah.
different.
I said that to you. I was like, if one more fucking person tells me to sleep now, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna punch
you're
somebody.
not like getting interrupted by because like that. Like when you're really tired now, like you'll prepare yourself and like you're gonna get uninterrupted sleep if you want it.
Not me.
No,
But like this is like you finally get to sleep and then you're being woken up, and it's a different type of awful.
it's a different type of waking up, and I get
Yeah.
that, but like still, it's like
I
I
think
wake up all the time.
He just noticed there's a baby.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, who's that?" Be good. Are you just sniffing?
I'm getting a little nervous.
Okay. Oh, I got him.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got too close. I'm sorry.
Too
Like,
close.
oh, gross.
No, I think I choked.
Yeah,
with this
baby
collar.
smell.
Oh.
You okay, bud?
But I do smell a poopy diaper. Can I have it?
Can I eat it?
You can eat it. Cinder.
Cinder bad.
So,
And like you're still like one of the main things about like just caring for a baby is that like it's inexact and like you know she'll still turn to me and be like, do you think you should eat, do you think you
Yeah.
should do this, and it's like, what do I know, who am
Well, you
I?
do the same thing to me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
try it. If it
Do you
doesn't
think
work,
do you think he's due to eat? Like, oh yeah, sure.
yeah, like,
try it out.
yeah,
You
like,
know?
fake it till you make it.
Like
just keep faking it.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna ever make it. Just fake it.
Yeah, nobody knows what they're doing 100%.
You just suck a little less each day. you
Yeah.
know?
Listen, nobody knows exactly what they're doing ever, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
the hardest thing was when he hit 3 months, and I was going back to work, and we had this week where we were both off, and he was off for paternity leave. I was about to go back to work in a week, and that's when Ben decided he wasn't going to fucking sleep no more. So he was waking up every hour or two, and he had been sleeping good, maybe waking up once at 5 a.m., but the sleep regression hit early, and then didn't know what to do. So,
I heard that was hell.
so I
sleep
talked to you
regression
about
was hell.
that. He literally
Yeah.
would wake up 10 times in the night, and he couldn't self-soothe.
Uh-huh.
So he needed the bank put in his mouth every single time. And then we kind of got to his 4-month mark, and we did that for a month. He was dealing with it for the most part because I was working, but I only worked 3 days a week, so that was like the nice part.
That's nice, yeah.
So, we did a little bit of, sleep training, and I felt really guilty because I read all these horrible comments that made me feel bad. Like, if you let your kid even cry for a couple minutes, you're neglecting them.
Yeah, but then on the
All
other side,
those
people say
groups.
you should. Other groups say you should let them cry.
Yeah, listen.
Let them figure it out on their own.
All those
It
groups
doesn't
and
matter.
all those forums and all those
Yeah.
people that like leave these comments. I'm like, I can't.
The one
Now-
that killed me was the comment that I saw, it basically said, the baby isn't learning to self-soothe if you let them cry. The baby is just learning to give up because they know their mother isn't coming back.
Oh my god!
and I cried
What
so
are you?
hold on.
What
hard.
are you?
That's a valuable lesson.
Like what kind
So-
of like
Teaching
what
you
kind
not
of
to rely on
BS
other
is
people.
that?
Right.
But
it's
I did all
up.
this. We went to the pediatrician when he turned 4 months, and we were like, oh yeah, we're doing like Ferber, where you let them cry a little bit, you check on them, and then she was like, oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's a good idea.
What do they say about when the baby's crying and the dad sits over top of them, crying and making the same faces back
Oh, I did
instead of
that a lot.
helping?
There's no name for it
Because
yet.
that's what I'm going to do
That's
the entire
called
time.
teaching
We'll
your
call it the
child.
Dunkel method.
That's called teaching your child to be as sarcastic of an
I've
asshole as you.
learned that when babies cry and you tell them they're an ugly crier and they should stop, they usually do.
Yeah, that's true. So my favorite is like when we do it now, and he doesn't even really cry that much anymore because he learned to self-soothe by sucking his thumb. But like we'll put him down and he'll cry a little bit, and then Alex is like, leave him alone. The pediatrician said we can neglect him now.
Love it. Yep.
That's 100% what you're gonna say too.
Pediatrician approved.
Pediatrician
And-
said I could use neglect.
And like another thing with him that we not problem, but like thing that came up that we didn't know too much about was like when their heads get flat, right? And like he was like favoring turning to the right. So a little flat spot got created, and people were freaking me out like, oh, you should, think about a helmet. Like he might need a helmet. And I was like, a helmet? That's like
yeah,
crazy.
I remember you freaking out
Yeah.
about that.
So then, like our one neighbor she's a NICU nurse, and she's like, "Oh, you should try like a chiropractor." And I think I had heard from someone else about that, but I thought, oh, it's bullshit. Like
and
they
I
can't
was like,
really.
this is a witch doctor.
Yeah.
I ain't taking my baby to no witch
when you think
doctor.
of like the chiropractor and the baby, you're thinking like they're gonna crack their neck
Yeah.
or something like that. But it's just massaging and stuff. And now he has no problems turning his head. They thought like he had like a pseudo torticollis.
Yeah.
Collet. I forget.
and he's been going to Dr. Dildo, and now we're doing great.
It's not dildo.
You might need a different doctor.
No.
Oh, I'll straighten out
We
that
take,
neck.
we take it for Dildo once a week.
You're horrible.
Her name is Dilba. No, it's Dr. Dildo. Come on.
It's a very unfortunate name.
But now he like has good head control, and his flat spot's not bad anymore.
Good.
We're not going to put him through a helmet. What else?
If you think about it, like she had to finish at the top of the class at chiropractor school. You don't want that dildo on the bottom.
You're so stupid.
Oh,
Hey, Joe.
that's good.
Now,
Were you like practicing that in your head?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
He's been working
he's
on
been
that.
working on it. Did you ever use a pacifier growing up?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Did you guys?
I don't know.
I never did.
My mom barely knows about my childhood, so who knows?
And mine lied about it the entire time.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, I never used anything.
I don't know if so they had pacifiers, obviously.
No, they didn't. Not in Ukraine.
They had pacifiers. I just
They
don't
had
know if my
sticks
mom used it.
and maybe you could suck on a stone. They
Wow.
tied a rope. They tied a rope around it so you wouldn't
Like
choke
sweating.
on it.
Changing of the guard. My arm's sweating.
Puck.
Puck, relax.
Puck looks inquisitive. Cinder's like, I want the new friend.
She's like, friend.
Puck's looking at his lips. by the way.
Yeah.
Baby.
It's like, I can take him. No, you probably couldn't.
Yeah, that was a thing. Like when he was born, there was a sign on his little bassinet thingy, and it was like pacifier, no pacifier. Like you had to say if you did want it or wanted it. We never wrote on it. They just gave him a pacifier though, and at first I was like, oh, you can't do pacifiers, but it's the
Listen,
best.
whatever works, man. Like
I would like to try it without the pacifier.
Go for it.
You don't
But
know.
have one just in case.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
we have
it.
an entire pint container full
Yeah,
of
no,
pacifiers.
no.
Yeah.
Definitely have it, but I would like to see
What he does
we could
without
do
one?
without it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if he cries a little bit and then he stops.
Some kids don't like them.
Yeah.
Like they don't take them.
take them. Yeah.
So we'll see.
But it soothes them, you know.
Yeah.
So now that we did the like little bit of sleep training, he learned how to stick his thumb in his mouth, and he sucks on his thumb when he sleeps. So maybe that'll be a new problem we have to figure out. But
Eventually,
Is it true or something? Didn't they say if you suck your thumb too much, it changes like the ridge in the
Yes.
inside of your mouth? Is
Yes.
that true?
your teeth.
your teeth. It's the
Oh.
same thing with like pacifiers. They say after 2 years, you
creates
you
the
have
pressure and
to
it
you have to
reduces.
wean them off the pacifier because otherwise they it changes the way your teeth grow in.
Okay.
Yeah. So eventually, you have to like get them off of it.
Yeah, it's the same reason why you shouldn't use a bottle after a year and a half.
I went to a birthday party for a 2-year-old the other day, like on Saturday, and we were talking about like how do you get your kid off the pacifier, and my one friend said she did something where she took all of the pacifiers for her one baby and put them in a present, I think she said, and said that they were for the little kids at Christmas. So they were like leaving it under the tree for all the other little kids in the world. So like, and they understood they're giving it to other children. They can't have it anymore. Then there's another way you could do it that is more harsh, where you just take it and you cut it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I've
And
heard
then
that
they can't
too.
suck on it. That sounds kind of mean. I think I,
heard,
would do
like,
it the
you
nicer
put, like,
way.
lime or some kind of
Something
Yes.
they don't
Flavor.
like.
Yes,
I've heard like mustard. You like
Tabasco,
dip it in
something
mustard.
nasty. That's kind of mean.
cayenne pepper.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh.
My kid is gonna like spicy food. I am not traumatizing them early.
Okay.
But he sleeps great now, and he maybe wakes up once a night, and
That's
he
awesome.
barely cries now when we put him down. He just needs to be rocked a little bit. So it's great.
Gonna mess up again once he starts teething, but
Probably, but listen, I'm getting sleep now. That's all I
yeah,
care
that's
about.
nice. Listen, take the reprieve, man.
It's like you feel like you got the reins, and then some other thing happens,
Yeah.
eventually.
parenting, you know.
Yeah, it's never like a steady line. It's like a
No.
hilly
It's-
kind of thing.
yeah, and everybody's different.
Yeah. Every baby's different.
Every
for
baby's
sure.
different.
So when someone gives me their shitty advice, I'm like, nah, probably has nothing to do with me.
I go, thank you, and then I move on
Yeah.
with my life. Like,
I go, did I ask you?
no, I mean, like, listen, I know people are
And
just trying
don't
to come
join
from
those
a good-
mom groups.
No,
On Facebook.
Listen,
Riddled with anxiety.
Jamie originally had me try to
Yeah.
join a mom. I'm like, absolutely
Do not.
absolutely not.
It makes you feel guilty.
because, like, yeah, people are on there either to
people
make you feel
compare
guilty,
themselves. Oh, it's
make
awful.
themselves feel better.
Out of
Like, I'm not
curiosity,
doing that.
I joined a first time dads group.
Oh, no.
Oh God.
I've joined 2 of them. That lasted maybe 2 days.
Really?
It had nothing to do with parenting.
Yeah, it's a lot of drama.
Oh, my
It was
God.
not even drama. They were
No?
talking about like checking out women. They were talking
What?
like nothing about the fucking babies.
So listen. So I took a look at this mom group that Jamie had
Oh, I
recommended to me. I took a look at the mom group. 90% of it was women bitching about their husbands.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Cheating
I don't
husbands.
need-
you don't
I
belong.
don't-
You don't belong in that group because you have the best husband.
Wait,
in the
I want to
world.
hear about the husbands group. What kind of content was on there?
I don't think you realize how big a shitbag like the average guy is.
Like, okay, so do you guys watch? So do you know about Miss Rachel?
Yes.
Evidently, all the dads are in love with her.
She looks
Really?
just like.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame them.
Does it-
You know?
I have no idea who she is. I have no idea who she is.
I'm gonna
but,
show
like,
you.
got
She
a lot
looks
of
just
people
like
texting that I look
Shelly
like Miss
Belly over
Rachel.
here. She looks exactly like Shelly Belly.
I've had at least
And
3
they-
or 4
wait,
different
wait.
people text me about it.
and all the dads like her.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah.
What's not to like about me?
Your
I don't think I look exactly like her.
personality.
You're such an asshole.
No, yeah, evidently, I have no idea who this Miss Rachel is. Is it a TV show?
So
it's
Miss
a
Rachel
YouTuber.
is for like children, and she's a speech therapist, and she helps kids talk and like count and stuff, like very basic things. So
Like,
she's
it's
kind of like a teacher in your house.
It's like a YouTube. It's a YouTube.
Can you
series.
say "mama"? Mama.
It's
I'm
like
already
teaches
annoyed.
she teaches sign language.
Oh, she's gonna piss
Oh my
you
God,
off.
my
so
friend,
bad.
my friend just told me. I saw her recently too. She said that she wanted to start teaching her kid how to say thank you. I think the word was. So she said something and like I don't forget the symbol. If it's this, thank you. Like I'm doing a sign. So she did this and like they looked at her and they Googled what's the sign language for thank you, and they were like, she just taught us how to say thank you in sign language and she learned it from Miss Rachel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, Miss Rachel's good.
That's a good idea, though. I think one of these episodes we should just sign language the whole podcast.
I don't think that
Yeah.
would be good.
It would help if one of us knew how to do sign language.
I don't know. I think the listeners would appreciate it.
I don't think so. But but
He's
Miss
busy.
Rachel's good. Like I've watched it a little bit. It's gonna annoy the shit out of you as an adult. Like here's the thing about all those like child YouTubes. Like you can only watch so much of them before you're like, nope, I can't do this anymore.
I'm just gonna have the kid watch Looney Tunes.
Bluey.
We've watched
can't
Bluey.
wait to watch Bluey. He won't let me watch it.
You know what show Alex loves that I'm sure you loved? Well, maybe it was in the 2000s. Bear in the Big Blue House.
I never saw it.
No,
That was cable. Didn't have it.
I like Bear in the Big Blue House.
That was by Disney. Jim Henson did the puppets. Disney did
music's
the
really
music.
good.
You'll like Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's solid.
it was
So-
really
you
good.
had me at Henson.
So last week when Alexa was here, all we did was watch our childhood shows,
Yeah,
and it was good. I
She,
like.
she never saw Darkwing Duck.
No,
I-
we really like cartoons, so like I foresee no issues
You
with
never
watching
saw
a
Darkwing
childhood.
Duck?
no.
You've never seen
DuckTales?
DuckTales?
DuckTales. Oh yeah, DuckTales.
Tailspin?
Yeah, but it wasn't my favorite. I feel like I watched it in school. Maybe it wasn't like
You
my
more of a
go-to.
Nickelodeon watcher?
I love Nickelodeon.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. What was the face? It was Face. That was his name. Face.
What? From A-Team. Yeah, you had B.A.
No, no,
Baracus,
no.
Hannibal,
No.
Murdoch,
He
and
would change.
Faceman.
He would change different colors.
yeah, I know what you're talking
See,
about.
Alex didn't have cable, so he watched a lot of PBS.
Yeah, I didn't have cable,
Yeah.
so I watched PBS.
I didn't have cable
That's
for
why
a-
me and him get along so well.
I didn't have cable for a while, and then I got cable when I was a little older. But like when I was like a little kid,
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Arthur. I watched a lot of
Nick Jr.
Russian stuff.
No, I watched Arthur and I watched Animaniacs.
Magic School Bus.
Magic School Bus.
Did you watch Zoom?
Yes.
I was just talking to him about Zoom. Come on and Zoom. I just watched a clip
Yes,
on
the
it.
hell
And
is
then
that?
Ubby Dubby. We spoke Ubby
hell is
Dubby.
Zoom?
Zoom was like a kids led show.
Yeah.
It was on PBS.
Oh, that's after my
Come
time.
on and Zoom. Come on and Zoom. Come on and
They do,
Zoom.
like,
After my time.
They do
Zoom.
like experiments and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Like sexual
They did a
experiments?
show.
No.
Do you remember?
It's a kids
They did a
show.
race. They did a race where they had to, I think, put on like all these clothes and then run around.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was good.
Yeah, no, it was fun. So I watched I watched Zoom and I watched Zaboomafoo. Previously
Creatures.
Craft Creatures. Like Craft Creatures turned into Zaboomafoo.
No, and then it turned into something else.
Gullah Gullah Island. Did you ever watch that?
I did not watch
love
Gullah
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 Island.
I don't know.
Yeah. Where's the big cat?
I'm excited to have the kid watch Eureka's Castle.
Oh yeah.
Remember the Pizza Hut Eureka's Castle commercials?
Yes. See, I didn't have cable, so I couldn't watch it. But every time I went over to my grandma's house, it would always be on.
I'm at that point now. Just
Oh, everybody does it.
So I loved Eureka's Castle.
It's clean. It was in my mouth, so it's fine.
What else?
I watched so much. What else did I watch? I watched Barney and Sesame Street.
Barney. Solid.
That was a big Sesame Street.
Woody Woodpecker.
And then Saturday.
Oh, like Bugs Bunny and all
Yeah,
Woody's- it's all
Saturday
Woody
mornings they had one Saturday morning on ABC. That's what I would. That's where I would watch Disney
I'll
stuff.
take it for a little. We're just gonna tag team this.
You don't. I mean, you could take the headphones off. You don't need to. You can keep them on.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He kind of gets in the way of it though.
Okay. I mean, you can still hear us.
Yeah,
So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's not a necessary thing. You can keep them off.
All right. Headbutt. All right. Now we have Alex back.
Yeah, it's a little,
Doing the dad.
getting a little fussy. All right, when can I do my rant about breast milk?
Anytime
ahead.
you want.
Rant
We already
away.
talked about, come on.
All right. It is
Titty juice.
disgusting. All right. So my thing is,
When it's
I'm not.
ingested.
Whoa. I don't like milk in general. I
That's
don't
a
drink
problem.
milk. I don't drink it. I can't look at it. I think it's weird that people drink like cow's milk.
He
I just
drinks
think
a
that's weird.
gallon of milk every 4 days.
I'm aware. This may fall on deaf ears, but you know,
Like
I'm listening.
I just bought another gallon of milk. There's a quarter of a gallon in there. I'm 100% positive
I
that by the
believe-
end of
I
the
believe
night
your loyalty.
there will be no milk left in that gallon.
Yeah. So but I'm not a fan of milk. But anyway, but I like everything milk based. Like I like cheese, but not important. So, but like the thing about breast milk is it separates
Oh,
and it gets.
If
it's
you leave it in
really
the
gross.
refrigerator too long, well, for like a day, it'll separate. So the fat's on the
fats and-
top,
it's
and the
disgusting.
thin part is like the more water portion
can
of it.
you shake it back together?
Yes. Yeah.
You're supposed to
Yeah.
shake it to like.
But
when you
it
give it to
gross,
them.
it grosses me out, and
I
it's
don't,
just-
yeah, that would gross me
So,
out.
so what you're talking about is the equivalent to raw milk. If you
Oh, yeah.
if you've ever had
It's not
like
pasteurized, it's
completely
not
raw,
processed.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
pasteurized or processed. So
How much does a pasteurizing machine cost?
a lot.
Okay.
Or you could just
You just heat
boil
up.
it.
Yeah.
and then immediately quick cool it, and then you pasteurized it. So here, yeah. So milk. Do you all know how they process milk?
They
How they
suck
make
it
it
out
the
of
different-
they suck it out of
the
a cow
different
titty,
levels?
and then they put it through a thing, and then you have milk at the store.
So actually, milk is made like milk fat percentages, like skim 1%, 2% is made in reverse. So like when they boil the milk, they take all the milk solids out, and then they slowly integrate the fat back. So like skim milk is actually made first because they take all the fat out of it, and then they will reintroduce the fat slowly, and that's how they make milk. That's how they make different percentages of milk. So yeah, like it's just naturally separated.
Yeah, it's gross. And when it's like partially digested and comes back out quickly and it's curdled, I'm out.
I mean, like when babies spit up.
yes.
Yeah, like I will do 1,000 diapers. I will walk 1,000 mountains and to 6 moons. But I see one piece of curdled milk and I'm out. I will start to gag.
So how are you with baby spit up? Not good.
Not good.
So
not
when
good.
I'm
Not
upstairs
good,
and I
Paul.
hear him
Not
go,
good.
"Oh!"
Yeah,
I know that
it's like
Ben
a guy
has-
dying in like
yeah.
in like an 80s like
Yeah.
horror movie.
it's very dramatic. Very dramatic.
Yeah, it's awful.
So daddy
Awful.
doesn't deal with with spit up. Okay, got it.
It's gross. End of rant.
That's it.
That's
I thought
it?
it would go longer.
Yeah.
I mean, I could. Yeah.
It's just really gross. I can't. It's the worst part.
I think it's hilarious.
Well, she thinks it's hilarious because of my reaction
Yeah.
whenever it happens.
Yeah.
I gathered.
And like I remember like when my sister was little and I took care of her and it grossed me out back then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also like and it brings back like memories of that.
PTSD from
Yeah.
baby spit up.
Yeah.
Also, it's you want to cry when you pump and you spill any sort of breast milk, which I have done. Like like my routine now because I have to work. I will get up at like 5 a.m. to pump first for 15 minutes, and I was getting ready the one day, and I don't have like you're gonna get the wearable ones. I have just like a Spectra one that can hold a battery, so I'm carrying it around the house. And I'm doing that in the morning. I was like, get my shoes on.
It's kind of like an oxygen tank.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's like you're walking around. Like I'm married to someone that
So-
has emphysema.
Yeah.
So the one morning I was like late.
This is why they now make the
I sound
wearable
like that
ones.
too. So I'm walking around the house and for some reason the one just got really loose and it spilled all over the floor. It was like 3 or 4 ounces, and I was like, I really wanted to cry because like something about spilled milk and it just.
Well, you produced it for a child, and it goes to the floor. I get that.
Get a paper towel
And then-
soak it up and then wring it back into the bottle.
No.
They would have so much dog
And
hair
then
in it.
and then like the other day we were going to the 2-year-old's birthday party, and I'm in the car in the back seat pumping, and I like had to get the cooler for something, and it's soaking wet. I put the bottles in there and I put a cap on it thinking it would be fine. Nope, it flipped upside down, soaked the whole like soft cooler, went all in the back seat, and I just threw the cooler out but it was 6 ounces that got dumped out, and I just wanted to cry.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
I could see why you would do that.
Yeah. And invest in some good pumping bras. Don't get crappy ones. I've gotten ones that like will be too tight down here, and I've gotten clogged ducts from it, and they suck.
Gotcha.
Those clogged nuts are on a bitch.
Yeah.
Get one of those companies to come out. They'll clean your ducts.
I don't think that's the same
I've seen
thing.
videos. They shove a camera in there and like a
colonoscopy?
a brush. No, they clean out the ducts.
Okay. It's like a colonoscopy for your vents, which we should do. We should get our vents cleaned, not colonoscopy.
You could do yourself.
You could do it yourself. Just get a shop vac and vacuum the vents.
She knows nothing about.
I'm not doing that. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah, it sounds like you're busy, right?
No. I'm going to have 5 weeks off. It's
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. One more week. A week. 6 more days of work.
See, the good thing about you
See,
and
I'm
me,
at
like
the point
having
now where I
babies so
wanna go
close
back.
together, is like now we just like can
I
go
wouldn't-
over each other's houses, and like we have stuff that we can just we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be set up.
I will never be that way where I'm ready to go back to work. Never.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back. I'll go back tomorrow if we had childcare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No,
love
I'm
it.
gonna have to do the daycare thing too at like 6 months. So right along there. With
Are you
the-
looking into that now? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Started contacting places. They're like, come visit, come look. I'm like, okay.
How many days a week are you looking?
That's a problem.
That's our problem. Our problem is we want to do a pay to play almost. Like if we drop them off, we want to pay.
Right.
If we don't drop them off, we don't want to pay.
Right.
And lots of daycares don't do that.
See, that's BS.
That's what we need to.
like
Yeah.
like most daycares won't do that. You have to pay weekly.
Yeah.
Like
and then is it
that's
hours a week
so
or days a week?
expensive.
so it's days. Like you pay for the day, and you pay for the week. You don't pay per day.
So could you just do 2 days a week, but it's your whatever days you want?
No.
No. So we got to find there has to be places.
There are, but they're very few and far between. Like very few places will let you pay per day. It's like if you use the
What
daycare
if-
that week.
What if
have
you went to
pay them.
care.com and just hired someone that you interviewed?
You can
and-
do that. Like you can do like a nanny, almost.
Right, but like if you just got them a couple days a week, or you need them for 5 days because you both work 5 days.
So it depends on the week. So
'Cause mine-
some weeks,
Mine's rotates.
yeah, it's a rotating week. So like some weeks we'll only need 3 days a week because he'll be off for 2 days during
Right.
the week, and I'll only work for 3 days. But some weeks we'll need all 5 days because he'll work all 5 days and I'll work all 5 days. So it
Right.
depends, and that's going to be tough to find.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
That's a hard.
So I've been thinking about this. I was like, I should just start my own daycare.
That's what everyone I think thinks about. I
Because
thought
it's
about
like,
the same
what's
thing.
the
Because
point?
like you're whenever you're watching like Shark Tank or anything, it's like, oh, it's an idea for something that fits a need.
Yeah.
Well, here we are talking. We're
Yeah, no.
two different people that are in the same situation for a service, and it's like,
Oh yeah, no. Listen,
that's when you usually create like the best services. But like that would be awful. Why would I? You don't want to run a daycare.
Yeah, but you get
That's
paid.
the beginning of a
you-
Dateline documentary.
But you can like, yeah.
daycares. Daycares are tough to run, and they're
Stop.
You have to get licensed.
There's so
and-
much
Stop.
No, but
liability
Babe,
insurance
if it's
alone.
just under the
Shut
table.
up. Shut up. Start a daycare. Start a daycare,
They
and we
don't
will
live close to us.
I
back
don't
out
care.
Do you want to?
Daycare.
Do you want to drop off your baby to us?
Yeah, like
I will-
do you realize how far they live?
I will. I don't care. When
if the price is right.
I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and drop the baby off at
Yeah,
them
see?
at 4 a.m.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
In this hypothetical business, we accept babies at 3 a.m.
Perfect.
In your hypothetical. Well, there are
Sold.
there are daycares in Philly that run 24/7.
I believe
Really?
it.
Yeah, you just go to Kensington and hand your baby to a crack whore.
No, stop. No, there are 24-hour daycare centers because they know that people work
Hold on,
overnights.
Hold on. Maybe I can watch their kid for
Who's
a far
they?
their kid.
Oh.
Maybe I
Or
can watch
hi.
their kid when I'm off,
Hi.
and they could just pay us under the table if they wanted to,
Free daycare service?
Yeah. Doesn't sound like I only work 3 days a week. Ah, we're thinking of
I'll
something.
pay. We'll pay you.
Yeah, no, listen.
If Christmas,
I don't know, but do you trust us?
Trust you more than
I
other
think
people.
they trust us more than most.
Yes.
Yeah, shockingly, yes.
Yeah.
But you know what'll happen? I'll probably be like, "This fucking sucks. I don't want to do this shit no more."
No,
Yeah.
you're gonna be into a contract for 5,
Blood
6
oath.
years. Yeah, 5
Chris
years.
is gonna
Blood
make
oath.
sure that like a trash can gets dropped off with his
Yep.
kid.
Look, move, babe.
Trash, what is it? Trash can of whatever.
Solitude.
First of all, I think I've been doing pretty good at the daycare I've been hosting. I've been taking care of someone's babies for a couple, like more than a couple months now.
Who's he talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, my weapons?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, there's very little
True,
actual
true.
watching going on.
Look, they're safe and sound.
I need to do that. I need to go over to my local. Because there's I didn't realize I wasn't up to date on the statutes in other states,
Okay.
and they're more accepting than I thought they were.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
They have. Because as of
recently,
what, like this
like
year.
recently too.
Yeah, it started this year. Yep.
Yep.
My gun shop is doing classes for Jersey, like to learn, and they always post stuff about
But
it.
like again, you have to like go get interviewed and
Okay, yeah,
you know all that process. But that's fine. I did that in Philly.
Did you? I've never got a gun.
Yeah,
I
'cause
never
you did have to go through that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, Mom, that's a little human. Yeah, there'll be one in the south soon. Don't worry.
What else can we talk about?
I don't know. What have you liked? What have you hated?
What's the best part and worst part?
The best.
And if you're going to talk, maybe you should be somewhere near a microphone.
Yes. The best part for me was as he gets a little. I just like how much more interactive he's getting, and like that's really fun for me, and like
When they
making
learn
him
new skills.
laugh and like
Yeah.
seeing a new skill. That's always like really fun. Shh, it's okay. And then the worst part was just the whole sleep regression thing has probably been like the roughest part, but because when you don't sleep, you feel like a psychopath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, what would happen?
It feels
is,
like it feels like actual torture when like you're just on that cusp of like falling asleep and like they wake up and you're like, are you fucking kidding me? And like you have to keep telling yourself it's not their fault, you know, like
It is their fault. They must be punished.
like what would happen is we would put him down at like around 8:00, give or take, and we would go to bed sometime like between 11 and 12, and he would wake up constantly throughout the night. And since Michelle was working, I would console him.
Yeah.
But then like I have him all the next day, and I can only nap for an hour,
Right.
maybe once, and then like and then the cycle starts again. Like
Yeah.
it's brutal.
what time is it?
5:45.
45.
You gotta get going soon.
Yeah.
All right. One last question.
Uh-oh.
What are you most excited to have him experience? Like from your childhood or your life, whether it be like have him watch a movie, have him do something.
Ooh, that's a good question. Or entering meltdown mood. Remember, I can't think when.
Yeah, no,
That's right.
I gotcha.
He can talk.
I mean, the movies and stuff are good.
But like what?
What any one particular movie you really, really want him to watch?
Well, my favorite Christmas movie, Home Alone. Like that's like a
Fair.
special thing.
I think-
you know.
Okay.
Like, you need to get anything out, Ben?
Hold on for a second. My favorite thing, I think I'm really excited for him to experience Christmas
Okay.
and like opening up presents and like being excited for that and like just
Which he will
creating.
get none of if he doesn't stop crying.
Just creating like traditions around that and like other little things like Easter and stuff like that, and just like fostering like a happy
Oh,
childhood.
You're getting rid of him? You're giving him to a foster home? Foster care?
No,
No. She's trying to say like
Taking him to the playground, like I'll go to a playground, like, oh, I can't wait till I can push him on a swing. And like I always say, like, oh, I can't wait till he's like running around, but then I know I'm gonna like regret that. Like, you're gonna like run into things and climb on things.
Like, how's your baby proofing gonna go?
Yeah, then
Like that's gonna.
Yeah. We're not really baby proofed. Yeah.
Not yet.
I don't know how far we're going to go baby proof.
yeah, like we won't baby proof the basement. Like I'm not.
Well,
Yeah,
the baby's
just
not
put a
gonna,
gate up.
Yeah,
We're just gonna close the door, and like not baby proof the basement. We'll baby proof like the first floor.
yeah. We'll do the cabinet
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
We don't have too many sharp edges. We'll cover
No.
them. Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna go insane though. Like I'm
Yeah.
just like
If the kid runs into something and loses an eye, then he'll
Right.
be one-eyed.
From the advice that I've gotten from my
That's not your-
guy pipeline of knowledge,
It's fine.
that
Pico
like
takes his toys all the time.
like till 3 months is pretty nightmarish with the sleep, but then like from like how old he is now on is like a lot of fun, and like
What, Cinder?
She's
the
excited.
like
the
he,
top-
he doesn't do that thing where like he will like look for you for like a hug or a kiss yet, and like I'm so excited for that. Actually, I think I'm most excited for that if I had to pick something.
Yeah.
Because right now, like obviously he finds me hilarious, but he doesn't like want me to. He doesn't like hug back yet, but he needs like the comfort, obviously. But I can't wait till he like
Until he
looks
hugs
for
back,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
and I like love like showing him different voices, and like that's been fun for me.
Apparently, he has a old man voice.
Yeah, well, that's his voice though.
Yeah, his baby voice.
His baby voice. He's 90-year-old man baby voice.
Yes.
Okay.
What are you guys excited for?
What do you want
Read
Santa
it.
to bring you this year?
Read him books. I'm
Yeah,
excited to read
that's
to a
nice.
kid.
Boring.
All the cartoons.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Like we told you, when he was born, my brother for some reason was under the impression that like he can like start watching cartoons like right away. So he was like, "Oh, you gonna take him home, put on Looney Tunes, right?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Ken, like, he's not gonna be able to like
Like
watch
you
Looney Tunes."
can't. They can't even see really when they're born.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
you need like
but
high contrast
Yeah.
colors and everything.
Yeah.
When we come home, we're putting on Looney Tunes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
it's-
still gonna do it.
It's gonna
Excuse
be
me.
on.
Yeah.
When we come home, we are watching Bluey. I cannot do this anymore. You won't let me watch it, and that's all I want to
like,
do. is
Have you
like-
watched any of it?
No.
Yes, I have watched some Bluey, but I can't watch Bluey in this house because he yells at me.
Because like we're gonna put on Looney Tunes, we're gonna put on that. He's not gonna be able to watch it, but he's gonna get used to the sound
Right.
of
Right.
it, and then learn to crave it when
Right.
he's older, like me.
Yep.
So you're just brainwashing him, basically.
To love
That's-
cartoons.
Isn't that what raising a
A
child
good,
is?
Yeah, it's
a
true.
good parent brainwashes effectively.
Yeah, like
you know.
brain.
He's gonna love cartoons.
If you don't know
and
you've even
Mushroom
been
Head.
brainwashed,
Yeah,
that's
like
the best.
parenting is a master class in brainwashing. Like
That's what I
that's
think-
what you need to do. Like otherwise, you're not raising somebody like you. You're
Have
raising.
you guys thought though? Like, have you had this thought where it's like, you obviously want your children to take interest in the things that you have, the same things that you have, but it's like, what do you do if they don't?
then they
Beat
don't.
them.
Adapt, right?
Shush.
them.
Then they
Beat them.
don't. Then they don't.
Yeah.
Like I mean, when our kids get to be an age where they can like make decisions of like what they want to watch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's going to be a horrible day in this house when our kid goes, "Can we watch anime?" And
I was just
both-
gonna say that.
and
no.
we're both going to be like,
There's
"They
no such
might
thing
like
as
anime."
There's no
Fine.
anime. No anime. No, they can watch a sumo
Fine.
show.
Shelly Belly, what was that thing you said on the way over here about the you don't want to be the reason for your kids' future therapy?
Like, do you have to think about like what are going to be the reasons that your kid would need therapy in the future?
I mean, listen. Here's my thing.
I'll
I
just
think
about all the reasons
I think
need
everybody-
therapy.
Daddy put me in a trash can in solitude.
First of all,
I was punished with a trash can.
if my
No.
child needs therapy, it was probably hysterical.
Exactly.
Something I did.
Listen,
you know?
listen. My child is
was
going to go to a
probably great.
therapist because he's going to need to, because it's going to be court ordered, because he's going to say something super sarcastic to
Yeah.
somebody he's not supposed to.
Something
thing.
That's going to
Here's the
be
thing.
that's going to be the reason my child needs therapy, because he's going to grow up with two ridiculously sarcastic parents.
Yeah.
And society's going to be
I'm
like,
glad-
what the fuck is
I'm
wrong
glad
with
you
you?
think you're ridiculously sarcastic.
I do
but
think-
I feel like I'm in the same boat as you. The kid is going to have to go to therapy, and the therapist is going to ask for the father to come along, and then the therapist is going to sit down and be like, So your son, your
Might be
son,
done.
your son said this, and we're just gonna laugh and be like, "Yeah, we did that, and it was hilarious."
Yeah. All right, we need to go so
All
he
right.
can sleep.
All right.
On that note,
Are we done now? You want to sign us out?
that's our cue, folks. All right. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
We can be reached at shadedcornermedia@gmail.com or shaded_corner on Instagram. We love you. See you next week. Bye.
I couldn't hear any of that.
Sometimes when the world is so sunny and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner.
All right, everyone, just be quiet for a second,
Does Ben have headphones?
if you want them.
No. But you're going to need baby headphones for your baby.
I like how I say, "Everyone, be quiet for a second," and then she just keeps talking.
She doesn't listen. I know. I'm aware.
Here's
married
the
to her.
thing. Here's the thing, though. Have you tried beating her?
I've been
Yes.
threatening it for a while.
No, see, you actually have to do it.
He threatens
They
it. He
fall
I
doesn't
out.
always
actually.
go, tonight's the night. And it hasn't happened yet.
He's all talk.
I mean, he goes, "I don't beat you enough all the time." And I'm like,
She was like, we talked about this the other day, where like, doing favors for people. I'm like each other. I'm like, I don't beat you all the time. That's like a million favors. You owe
That's
me.
true.
Yep.
It's true.
But we have,
Especially, now that you're pregnant,
I like the poison
Hasn't hit
route.
you
The
once.
poison route's really grown on me.
really.
poisoning.
Yeah, just like driving you nuts, like your hair's falling out. Why? I know why. The poison.
I've never been a fan of poison. I'm a bludgeoner.
Fair.
Yeah.
Poison is like a slow thing, You do it little by little.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's not as
Do you ever hear, what's it, Flowers in the Attic?
yeah,
Remember that?
I remember that book.
The grandmom was arsenic in the
Yeah.
cookies?
Arsenic in
She
the
was giving
cookies.
them all cookies, and they just were getting sicker and sicker. She was trying to slowly kill them.
You know, it's a good movie. Arsenic and Old Lace.
That's the name
That's
of a
a-
movie.
Yeah.
Arsenic.
With Cary Grant. It's old.
Really
It's
old then.
Black and white. And what she would do was she would invite homeless people into the house and then feed them arsenic tea because
Oh.
she felt bad for them and wanted to relieve them of their misery.
Dan
So-
and I should have done that on 12th Street.
Yeah.
You know?
Invited all homeless people.
Yeah.
I believe it's still murder. I'm just gonna say.
Can I order? You're closer to it.
How?
Excuse me.
Ugh.
You have longer arms.
Thanks.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
All right.
Should I stop talking now?
That's never going to happen.
No faith.